should start from the beginning.
Oh, I need to. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to Eli's Viewpoint, guys.
Cause if I get it here, then you get your boot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let me stop it. Let's do that again.
So you gotta do this again.
Yeah.
And let's do this again. Yeah, start your everything over your intro and everything.
Okay. Welcome to the Eli's Viewpoint podcast. We are back once again. It is the end of the year, and we brought back Tati.
Hello, Tatiana, the hostess with the mostest.
I want to say I appreciate everybody who's listened to every single show that I've done or we've done this year, and all the different shows that y'all didn't see me produce or be a part of, and that came into this show now. So the Eli's Viewpoint. I appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the great numbers. All the people who tune in to me, I really love you guys. I love all my fans for sure. This show is brought to you guys by Changing Horizons Media Group LLC. The views and opinions expressed by the individual radio hosts and guests are of their own. It does not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of WPM Radio. Meaning, anything that's said on here, do not come for the company, please. Please come for me, because I want all the smoke. I'm that guy.
You're gonna come from the back. Okay. Okay.
But that's pretty much it. Yeah, today we have a very great episode. Just a great conversation and also just recapping 2021 and listing out some great things about 2022. So go ahead and get into it. You wanna like say anything?
Shout out to all of the Black-owned businesses here in Pensacola or all over the nation, if you will. And that's it. That's all I have to say right now.
Yeah, shout out to all the Black-owned businesses. Speaking of Black-owned businesses, for anybody who's listening to this episode, I'm actually about to drop. We're actually doing a brand collab with Rax Luxury Wear. We're gonna drop some his and hers perfume and cologne, new scents that everybody's that everybody's been telling me they love. So this is actually dropping in 2022. Could drop tomorrow if everything comes in time, but this is the girls' Persuasion, and then this is the men's Seduction. So y'all be on the lookout. This is dropping on my website like very soon, like the next couple days. If everything comes together right. But yeah, great scents. And if you listen to this episode, put in the code RAX at checkout and you guys get 30% off. And I'm not gonna say that nowhere else.
How do you spell Rax though? How do you gonna spell
RACKZZ. And then y'all get 30% off. But yeah, shout out to all the Black-owned businesses. Shout out to everybody who survived the COVID pandemic this year. It's been a very wild year. I feel like I've learned a lot this year.
Same.
What have you learned this year?
I learned about myself and others, I changed a lot of my ways, like as far as my health is concerned, like eating. I became like a pescatarian. I stopped eating certain foods, fatty foods. So it's been good to me, I would say. I started back working out like consistently. So yeah, so if you're not into fitness, I feel like everybody should go ahead and figure out what works for them and what makes them, happy. So the COVID or whatever sickness that comes your way won't attack you the way that it's, attacking certain people around the world. So
I agree. Take health as well. I've been preaching like even before COVID, for people to take care of their health, and ain't nobody really get it until COVID hit.
Yeah.
And people start dying and stuff. Now like everybody's trying to be health conscious and stuff. But I get it. People work at their own pace.
But everybody, they don't have the tools to be healthy, if that makes sense. Not everybody knows, like, okay, I can eat, I can take turmeric, and that's going to help my immune system. Not everybody knows that.
I agree. Education.
Not everybody know about, like, immune boosters to help you prevent those things. Because I'm not going to lie, I had COVID, but it didn't attack me how it attacked everybody else. Like, it just felt like a basic cold. I lost my taste and smell, but I was still good. Like, I wasn't, like, on my deathbed because I had detox prior to having it. So I feel like it was nothing but God. Like, you did good.
I'm still one of those people. I've never had COVID.
You haven't?
No, at all.
Okay.
But I've only been sick like twice this year, like 2 days out of the year. But since I've been like, for the past like 3 years, being vegan and like being very cautious with my health, like I've never had any health issues or anything as of late. Like, I haven't had nothing aside from like the traditional like seasonal allergies and stuff. I've been straight. Like, feel good every day, work out.
I got my COVID from a child. I won't say the child name, but your kids be sick, okay? Take care of your kids too. They are the number one carriers, for real, because they can't get the shot or whatever you feel, it's good for you and your family. But, kids are the number one carriers if you're not taking care of them. So, not for kids.
Do you see COVID going away next year?
No.
I don't either.
Only because everybody is like overhyping it. It's like treated like the flu. It's the flu. Like right now, everybody's getting sick, but we don't know what it's from. Well, I do. But when the weather's changing, it keeps going from hot to cold. It's raining, then the sun will come right back out. So that's the issue. The flu is an issue, but everybody feel like it's COVID. So it's just like, no. As long as the media keeps dragging it, we're gonna be stuck with COVID forever. What is it, Armamacon? I don't know.
Marion.
So I feel like no, it's not going anyway. It may die down just a tad, but going away, no. They're gonna drag it as long as they can to get the money.
For sure.
It's a scandal.
I don't think it's going nowhere. I do think at this point, I think like people have really stopped caring because they just realize it's never gonna be the same. Even like if COVID was to go away tomorrow, clubs are not gonna be open to 5 o'clock how they used to be.
Clubs was open to 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
What clubs you been to?
Seville wasn't used to be open.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought Seville was only open to 3. Well, I learned something new.
A lot of places like Walmart used to be 24 hours.
Yeah, now. Hey.
this shit all had now.
Walmart. Come on now, stop playing with us. But I don't know, it's just like, it's just dragging though. Because now I think that the quarantine days is like 5 days now.
Yeah, they changed the CDC.
So it's like a whole
they don't care.
Because it's dragging. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
But the good thing is that I'm not hearing as many people dying from it as we would at first. Like at first it was crazy. Like, but like now every couple of days I hear like maybe one person died. But ain't really been too much. Like, I ain't really heard of nobody or by the thousands, they was tracking it like it was
It was a scandal, if you ask me. It was a scandal because we had COVID, then we had what was the second one?
The strand.
Yeah, we had COVID, we had Delta, and then now we have Amaria, I guess that's what we can call it. But yeah, so they was like really dragging it. So I feel like if you want the world to go back to what it was, leave the COVID alone, cut off these people unemployment. They don't have no choice but to go back to work to get everything back how it used to be. They're enabling everybody's behavior, in my opinion. You're giving them the option to like work or not. So they know they're gonna be making $1,000 every 2 weeks? Is it every 2 weeks that they get paid every 2 weeks for unemployment?
I think
Or
it was
every month?
Every week.
Every week?
It was a girl. I was to know she was making $600 a week.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I need that.
Oh yeah, well then yes. Okay, because I heard somebody was like they was making $1,000 from unemployment. If you cut that off, what you gonna do? You gotta go back to work. Minimum wage still went up to like $13.
If you keep, because I honestly, and that's another topic too, going into next year, is the God honest truth nowadays is like just people in general. People don't want to work at all. Like it don't matter how much money you making. Like people don't want to work. They don't want to work. And most importantly, like more specifically, a 9 to 5. Most people are not trying to do that.
But
They
they're
don't
not
have
doing
to.
anything else though.
But
So what are you doing?
But I mean, people are scamming now, and like the government's like,
The PPP loan.
yeah, PPP loan. Like,
People
people came out 50 racks.
Listen,
Talk about going to work, like right, who going?
starting a business, taking money from people who actually have businesses. I mean, being greedy, but hey.
I was actually watching a video like yesterday on social media with this rapper named Nato Wick. He was explaining how why would he go to work when he could rob somebody one day and come up with $7,000 versus working 9 to 5.
Rob them how? Like, go out there and physically rob them?
Yes,
Or
like physically rob them.
no comment.
I don't support
comment.
it, but I get where he's coming from. Like, I mean,
But why?
that's a quick come up.
But then now you have to look over your back, making sure the police ain't coming, making sure ain't nobody coming to rob you. Like, no. Just go out here and be like everybody else who's out here making a decent living, like out here trying to better themselves. So why would you take from someone? I don't know. I don't understand society.
Crime pays, if you ask me.
And then you end up dead or in jail. So I guess you're right. Crime pays.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of these people. I know, like another thing I want to touch on is like inflation's crazy right now.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's gonna be to a point to where like people won't be able to afford anything. Like, but this is like, I think this is why like it's essential for like everybody to be able to do everything. Like, okay, you got 9 to 5. Also, you got this business. You gotta have like multiple streams of income, cause like probably like in 10 years from now, like it's probably just gonna be the poor and it's gonna be the rich. It's not gonna be ain't no middle class.
Yep.
It's just either you eat or you're not type deal.
So how would you help people that don't know about having multiple streams of income? Like, what would you say to those people? Like,
I would say education.
Yeah.
Also, like, I feel like people. I feel like it's essential for people to at least make sacrifices, like just to get them on their feet. Like a lot of people. I mean, of course, people don't want to go to work. People want to start their own business or want their business to be successful, but you might not be in that position. You might have to go work you might have to go work at that job that you don't really want to be at for a couple months to get yourself right.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people need to just be realistic with themselves and make that sacrifice. While they're making that sacrifice, learning something new, like learning how to maybe invest in stocks, invest in crypto, or getting a skill. I feel like in America, it should be essential for even if somebody goes to college and you're a doctor or whatever, it should be essential for everybody to have some type of skill.
But that comes, like, you have to know what you're passionate about. That's what, this, to me personally, like, if you don't know what you're passionate about, you're never going to be able to be an entrepreneur or, like...
I'm not talking about in that sense. I'm talking about an actual skill.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if your business shut down today, you can still make money. Like, you could, like, being a plumber or something.
Okay.
Like, knowing how to be like, so if everything cut off, the government not giving out no more stimmies and stuff like that, being able how to survive.
Yeah.
If everything go left, I feel like everybody should have that type of skill set, or that should be taught in school, like to make sure you have some type of skill. So if this shit.
Would you homeschool your kids?
Yeah.
You would?
Definitely.
Are you going to?
I plan on it. If I can find like a better school though, like that's teaching more of what I'm trying to teach, I would put them in there. But I'm not really. But I also, even though I would homeschool them, I still want them to have that real life experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, like I went to school with hoodlums. To be real with you, like.
What's your definition of a hoodlum though?
Like people. It was people like.
Yeah. You didn't even.
Like in high school was prostitution, selling drugs, people bringing guns to school.
Well, hey, look.
I ain't come from that. Like,
hear me out. I was in band. I was a whole band geek. Like I wasn't even trying to. Be no prostitute. Now I didn't know. I don't.
These little niggas is dangerous these days.
You said prostitution in high school. You're like under the age of 18, about to turn 18, and you know, Elijah.
Nah, I'm dead serious.
I know, but it's
go
crazy
on,
though.
Like, if you go on Facebook right now and like look at like what the kids they post everything.
Yeah.
They letting it be known, and then like the girls who doing like the OnlyFans thing, they open about it like, yeah, come pay for this premium.
But but that's a skill. That's a skill. Listen, and hear me out, fellow listeners. It's a hustle, right? It's a hustle because these people they have the OnlyFans. That's a check. Then they also probably working a 9-to-5. That's a check. Then you also have people that's like entrepreneurs. That's a check. So you really can't be mad at it. But it just depends on how you going about it. Like if you ain't.
Yeah, but the content though is like when you're doing something like that, that reputation sticks for you forever.
Well, yeah.
Like. If I know you for doing that all your life or for a good period, and then you try to come into this establishment, like people gonna be looking at you crazy.
But they can't judge them off what they did in the past,
But they do though.
They do.
If if you had a very profitable business, a brand business, right, and a popular porn star came in trying to get in on the business, you don't think the board of directors gonna be looking at
but it's crazy? The money. But it's the money good. Like most people don't really care about if they were a porn star or not. They care about if the money good. So is the money good? Like if they're bringing something valuable to my business and I see that, then I'm gonna be okay with it.
Yeah, but that's not the case though. Like most people who are doing OnlyFans are not bringing nothing valuable to like.
Okay, but then that's like now that's understandable. But if you're doing, to me personally, like if you're doing the OnlyFans and it's like gonna take you somewhere in the next 2 years, then cool, But just don't make that a career because eventually it's gonna get dried up. Eventually OnlyFans is gonna be non-existent. So what are you gonna do then? So that's my only thing. But
that's another thing. Like it's gonna get scary for. Like,
but I mean, they're gonna just turn to porn.
I heard porn doesn't pay.
Amateur porn probably, but
I mean,
these people out here making some money though.
I've heard people like they be the porn stars like
from like
no like the popular ones.
No, they have like porn conventions and everything. These people out here making money.
I would hope.
hey, whatever floats their boat. I'm here for it. As long as it's an end goal. As long as you have an end goal, then I'm okay with however you want to live your life. Period.
But also, I would think this. Another thing I would tell them, I would just tell like the parents to instill in their children to be versatile, to be able to do everything. Cause your college degree is not gonna guarantee you any success.
It's not.
Like nothing's 100% gonna guarantee you any success. So it's better to just be prepared for the worst. Like you have that skill, have that degree, have the job on the side. That way.
Okay, so question. So right now, babies are having babies. Right. So how do you expect a baby to tell, their child, like, okay, this is what you need to do. These are the different skills of life that you need to have. Like, how do you do that when they don't know, and then their parent don't know, because they just like, we have some parents that's out here enabling their kids, like at 16, 15, to have kids.
Yeah, that's
like they leaving the door open for them to go out here and be sexually active. So they're babies raising babies.
Yeah, that's the parent fault. Ultimately, I mean, that's crazy, but I mean, I do feel like that's at some point, like even like with the black community, because it's very prevalent in the black community. I feel like at some point we have to take responsibility for our bullshit.
Yeah.
Because like at the end of the day, like it's a problem, and we know it's a problem. So like, I mean, the only person that's gonna fix the problem is us.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I mean, and the babies don't stop shit. Like, I mean, yeah, it's babies having babies, but y'all niggas still gotta eat. So I mean, even if you gotta, you better go to the military or something.
No. I don't know.
That's a lot. I mean, a lot of people, they be putting themselves in crazy, fucked up positions.
And they're living a fantasy. And I would say, it's going to be bad, but a lot of people in Pensacola are living a fantasy. They want to be like Instagram people. And 9 times out of 10, the people that they want to be like is not living the way that they're portraying themselves. But because they're portraying themselves to be this way, they're making money off of the people that's idolizing them.
Right.
So it's like, it's a lose-lose situation right now, but you also have to have people that's willing to like go out there and speak to the kids or to the young parents and let them know like, okay, I get that you were doing the OnlyFans and you were doing porn, but what is the end goal? What are you passionate about? What's gonna make you be a billionaire? Like, but we.
Yeah. But also, it's like nowadays, like social media's got it to where like the young people, because I've learned this is like the young people, they're not really trying to listen to no OGs, like especially if they got more money than you.
Yeah.
They don't respect you.
Yeah. They want to gangbang.
Yeah, like if you got all
I'm
this money,
scared.
like they don't.
Listen.
They're not gonna talk.
Oh, and I don't know. That's bad though. That kind of bothers me because it's like African Americans, like we've already had to endure a lot, and we have the access to be better than our families or the generations before us. And it's just like blow me that these people just be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go out here and rob somebody and potentially go to jail. It's just that type of stuff bothers me.
I feel like nowadays it's like with the whole issues with the black community, like going into since we're in a new decade now, like the 2020s, going into 2022 and like moving forward, I feel like any issues like that arise, like because racism is always gonna be here. Like, it's been established that the way white America has been treating us is always going to be here. Yeah. So at this point, like, it's our fault, like, the way our community is. Like, now, like, it's our fault that we're still in this position. Because we have the resources. We can go create shit. We can go be the best version of ourselves. But it's like, niggas don't want to unify or cooperate or do shit. Like, everybody want to beef. Like, everybody want to just do their own thing, like, but at the end of the day, like, we crippling ourselves. And then we don't want to listen to nobody. We don't want to listen to our parents. We don't want to listen to OGs. We don't want to listen to nobody. And then when somebody try to help us, like, everybody want to get an attitude.
Yeah.
Like, who you talking to like
I
that?
know you don't know nothing.
Yeah.
And people, and I like, I be, like, Facebook. I don't like Facebook, but I use it because it allows me to promote, my businesses.
Right.
But just seeing the stuff that goes on, it's like, it's all a joke. It don't matter what happened. Somebody could get killed tomorrow, and it's gonna be a joke. And I just don't understand why. Like, why is your mind like that? What's wrong? Do you need to talk? Like, are you really laughing about something like this, or are you covering up something that, trauma it's a lot. It's a lot.
In my case, everything is a joke.
But we not gonna get started with you because
like, it really is.
no.
The only reason everything is a joke to me because I see like the bullshit. Like it's been like I be perfectly like when I be seeing certain situations, like for instance, like a lot of girls, young girls, or even babies just having babies. Like
Back to back.
why are y'all having babies? Like y'all are
Back
broke.
to back.
Like let's be real. Like y'all are broke. You don't even have a own place to stay. You still living with your parents. Like, why are you having babies? Like, and then like you're still in school. You ain't even got a degree.
Yeah.
You don't got no job.
Yeah.
And you just out here like having sex like you can afford it. Like you can't afford shit. You're broke.
And it's gonna be bad when I say it, but then they be like and they be like, well, I'm doing it for my kids, but what are you doing exactly? Like, do you have a plan? Before you have this baby, do you have a plan?
No
What's
plan,
the end goal of you having this baby?
Just be living and shit. Like, and then what? Have a baby Monday, back in Seville on Thursday and shit like that.
Damn, somebody had a baby on Monday. You didn't even Elijah? No.
Like, relax. And I also feel like, honestly, like if people are on that situation, because I don't have no issue with people having kids whenever they feel like. I just feel like if you're prepared,
go
for
ahead.
that shit, go ahead. But
yeah.
I don't feel like if you out here, if you don't got no plan, no life plan for yourself, and then you having willy-nilly kids and just having kids out the ass and shit, with no plan, no job, no stability, nothing. I don't feel like you should even be drinking and partying.
If you can't afford to hear.
Yeah, you can't even. Your life is in shambles right now. Like,
it's not funny.
Your ass trying to
It's
drink.
not funny. And the reason why it's not funny because not everybody know though. Like their mind, certain people, their mind don't.
That's that dumb shit I be talking about. Like that's why I be laughing. Because this is why everything's a joke to me. Because I'm like, bro, like, because I be having real conversation with these people. Like, you don't see this dumb shit. Like that.
You tell them like you be like, you don't see this dumb shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Well,
Yes.
I don't know. I would
that's
listen
the
to
only way they gonna
they're
listen.
mean. No, it's not. I just feel like if you let them know, like you come to them like, okay, what is the plan? You already have a kid. Like, are you?
And then also like it be because the stuff that I say is the same shit that their parents tell them before all the bullshit start. Like niggas don't listen. That's the issue. Like niggas don't listen. Like the kids don't listen. They don't want to listen to nobody. If you don't got no money, they is not trying to hear what you got to say.
So everybody hustling for the check,
Yeah.
pretty much. Okay.
But yeah, I let it be known. Like y'all stop the dumb shit. Like even like with
You can't say it to them like that. Be like, hey, stop the dumb shit. You're going hard with it. Stop the dumb shit.
yeah, going into 2022, like it's like I'm going hard for like the bullshit. Like even like with the snitching rule, like that shit like that, the street rules, like fuck all the street rules. Like going into 2022, like fuck all that street shit. Like most people get into a position when they are locked up or they doing crime, most people are going to cooperate. Like that's just like you look up most cases, most people are cooperating. Like
I'm scared to go to jail.
Yeah.
But it's like there's no snitching involved on my end. I just don't do anything that I know that's gonna jeopardize my freedom.
yeah, like
So I mean, I'm not gonna surround myself with somebody that I know is toting a AK-47, and 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be, going to jail with them.
Exactly. Like it just be dumb shit like that. It's like why are you riding around with an AK-47? Like when you don't got no felonies, you can go get licensed, but you just ride around looking for bullshit, looking for trouble.
To ride somebody.
Yeah, looking to ride somebody. You don't gotta ride nobody. And that's another thing too. Like, is with my generation, a lot of these people who are like in the streets, they didn't grow up like that.
Right, and it's like
what the fuck y'all
they
doing?
be having money. Like, I just don't understand why. Why? But that's crazy though, because half of the people that we went to school with, they be like, gang banging, and I just be like, first off, you was just in here playing the saxophone.
Right.
What? That blows me too. You was out here playing football. Like, what?
These people be playing like real life TV characters.
That bothers me though. That bothers me. Like, in high school, I can say we had a lot of young black males that was out here, had D1 scholarships, and they just ruined it all because they wanted to smoke a little marijuana or go out here and tote this little gun. And I just feel like, for what? Was it worth it? So now you have nothing but a criminal background.
Matter of fact, specifically, a perfect example. When I was in the Limp Bladders, when I was doing the community development stuff, Pine Forest, I'm not gonna say the name, but Pine Forest #1 quarterback. They D1 scholarships, had all that, and he just couldn't get with it. So him and somebody else who went to Pine Forest and really good in football had scholarships as well. They robbed a gas station, and they got 10 years in prison.
Oh wow!
Yeah, crazy. But he wasn't like that.
But
why are you crashing
peer
out?
pressure is a mug. Peer pressure is a mug. Like, kids out here would be like, if you don't do this, you're a PUSSY. I don't want to say that word because that's like bad, but you're a punk. So I don't know. It's just a lot.
Yeah, but these people are, I feel like it should be like some intervention with these people.
But do you think you can do something to help, other black kids? Or I would say young adults. Do you think you can do something to help them?
I think I can.
Like what?
I can, but it's a matter of people listening.
But I mean, whether they listen or not, as long as you going out here and do something that you feel like will help them, then I feel like you should.
Yeah, I do.
What do you do?
I have conversation with them.
You tell them to stop doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
I won't listen to you either. No, Elijah.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the only thing, like, they respect, like, because people also is like another thing is like, one thing I learned about 2021, this whole, like, when it comes to like the approach that people make with kids and stuff, they be trying to sugarcoat shit. Like shit's a game. Like, shit's got no game. Like, I feel like people need that experience firsthand, because it will like keep them out of trouble. And that's just what I bring to people. I be like, look, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, and also I be telling people too, like, if y'all coming like into this money situation, if you fuck up the money, I'm not fucking with you. Like, you're done. You back to the street you go.
Oh wow, Elijah. No.
You fuck up, it's a wrap.
It's not always about the money. I just feel like, people make mistakes, but as long as you're doing everything that you're supposed to do in order to get the money, then you should be fine. Like, you shouldn't be just like, okay, you fucked up the money, now bye. No.
Yeah, but like, that's the only.
But what do you consider fucking up the money? Like, what do they do to fuck up
like,
the money?
So if I'm putting you in a position to win, and you're consistently doing street shit, robbing people, putting your life in danger, and like making if you're representing the brand and making us look bad, and then risking your freedom, like, I'm not fucking with that. I'm not, like, going into 2022. I'm not fucking with no street shit. You selling drugs, you robbing people. I'm not with it. I don't want no parts.
I don't
I
know.
don't want no parts. Cause it's like, what's the end goal? We know how this is gonna end. Like we done seen all the movies, Paid in Full.
I've never seen Paid in Full.
Belly.
I've never seen Paid in Full. So I'm not from the hood then. I've never seen Paid in Full. I've never seen Boys in the Hood. I recently just watched Belly not too long ago. So I don't know. You know, I'm scared of the streets. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah, like I'd rather not just deal with I'd rather just be like, cause also in life it ain't no second chances. You fuck up, you make one wrong decision, like that's your ass. Like you do a serious crime and you get life in prison. It ain't no I mean, you might have get lucky and be like, oh, they might pardon you or something, but it ain't no second chance. Like, bro, you fuck up, you fuck up.
So do you believe that you can like take someone out of the streets and change them? Like put them in a position to where they can view life differently?
Yeah.
How?
It depends on the person. It just depends on where that person is mentally. For one, they have to want it for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want it for yourself, like it ain't gonna do too much. Like me going out my way to help you is not really gonna do too much.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want that shit for yourself. But there's plenty of ways, like having people like do development, self-development classes on like learning self and learning about themselves, or like
I'm happy you said that, because shout out to Self. You know, I'm wearing it. Start Evolving Life Forever. This is her brand. Her name is Mo Moore, and she does that. So she has a company where it allows people to get to know themselves and figure out what they're passionate about, what their goals are, where they see themselves 5 years from now. So whenever you get a chance, go check her out, though. But I'm here for the whole self, because once you find out who you are, nobody will be able to take that from you. You'll be able to be 10 toes down by yourself. So I like that. I like that.
Yeah, self-development. Also, like, just bringing in father figures. I feel like a lot of the issues in the community can be solved if, like, father figures, not even, like, per se the father, is there for the kids, but, like, actually, like, be there from birth till, like, I guess 15. Just so they can see that, like, because when you instill, like, discipline into somebody, it's really hard for them to steer away. But if you've been growing up and shit, like, with no man in the house, or no, like, nobody who, like, will put that fire on your ass, like.
So you don't think, do you think a mother can solely raise a man by herself?
She can, but you're gonna have, like, a lot of fucking issues.
Yeah.
I don't feel like a single woman can't raise a man to be a man. Raising me a boy, you know? But
a boy. Yeah, I agree with that.
Because they're emotional. Women are like too emotional.
And then they raise these.
And unstable too. That's why you see like a lot of men like
women?
Lashing, yeah. Emotionally unstable.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you see a lot of men lashing out. Like when they raised by single mothers, they be lashing out on when they don't get their way and stuff. Like they ain't just doing it just because.
Yeah. Okay. I get that.
Yeah, but like you have somebody to like ground you and stuff. Like tell you like, look, you don't be supposed to be doing that shit. Or like get on your shit type of shit. I feel like people need that. But like once you get to a certain point though, it's like if you don't have that from like being born to like 15, once you get to 15, like no, you're not trying to hear that shit. That's why a lot of people not trying to hear that shit. They don't want to talk. Cause it's like
it just takes a certain someone to be like, okay, sit down, let's talk. Like, where's your mind? Like, unpack a person's mind, though.
Yeah.
Because a person keeps everything in their head.
True.
So when they get to the age of 15, they're going through puberty. They're understanding, like their voice is changing, their balls are dropping, like stuff like that. So I wouldn't say they wouldn't be trying to not hear what you're saying. It's just gonna take a little bit more.
Yeah.
For them to understand, because men are like, y'all some cold-hearted people. Y'all are. So once y'all get to a place of where y'all don't want to crack, then that's it. And I just feel like y'all have to be open as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So you can't just always blame it on not having a father present, because it's still
for sure. Like just not having that transparency
and love
at home, and love too.
Love is the number one thing to me. If you don't tell your child you love them, or you don't make them feel loved, then
they gonna be fucked up.
Yeah. Mentally. Because then they're going to grow up, and then you expect them to marry a woman and be like, trying to show this woman I love you, show this woman emotional support, but you can't do that because you never had it. I don't know.
I do feel like everybody should. I think it should be mandatory for everybody to go to some form of therapy. Or like mental health class, like just to like every once in a while, just to check up on a person's mental health and see where they at and shit.
I just talk to myself. The other day, for real. Like, I went outside, I had some tea, I sat at the table, and I journal. So I had the journal from the beginning of this year to now, and it was crazy to see, like, the new me. But yeah, I sit outside, I talk to myself, because, not everybody will be able to understand you. Because you also have to understand, when you go to a therapist, you're really just talking to yourself out loud. They can't really give you no help, for real.
That's right. I agree.
Like, they just be like, okay, so why do you feel this way? What would you have done different? But they can't be like, okay, buckle down. This is why you're the way that you are. What are you going to do to help you become better? So I don't know. Therapy is a hit or miss. It's a 50-50 for me. Like, it's just like a person you can talk to with a degree.
True.
I don't know.
I agree.
Not everybody is comfortable with that. So journal, you guys. Get your journal. Do you journal?
Have conversations.
Do you journal?
Do I journal? No, I don't. I used to.
So what do? Do you talk to somebody? Do you go to therapy?
I talk to a lot of people, and also I don't go to therapy. I talk to a lot of people in our podcast.
About about what you're thinking, like how you're feeling emotionally, like what?
Yeah, but I'm transparent though. So like I have a conversation with anybody. Mm-hmm. Like I'm an open book. Like I'm one of those people. I'm like honest about everything. I'm gonna tell you the truth about everything. And like I'm gonna go in depth too, to the best of my ability. And then also like I just like my therapy is like learning from other people. Like one of the reasons I don't stress or ever like be in my feelings or anything like that is because I talk to a lot of older people. Mm-hmm. So like if I'm going through something, I know that 9 times out of 10 it's somebody who twice my age, they've already been here. Mm-hmm. So I can get this person's perspective, I get that person's perspective, and be like, cause they still here. So it's like, okay, so how do I get through this type of shit? I have a lot of OGs, like a lot of older people I talk to. And then I also take advice from everybody. So I take from the crackhead on the street to
You're doing so good. I cannot.
I learned
but
from
you,
everybody.
I agree though, because people, drug addicts, they live good lives, and they just so happen got a hold of something that made them feel good, and took them out of a place that that they felt wasn't right for them, and they just be strung out. So I get that.
But I've been podcasting. Podcasting is my therapy.
I like it.
And also just
have
having
like you just
conversation.
You just talking.
Yeah, like I have conversations with people all the time. Like that's what I do. So like, either it be about them or it be about me, and that's like my therapy and shit. And also, I know at the end of the day, I'm gonna be alright.
Yeah. My biggest lesson was I can't stress about the things that I can't control.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that was my biggest thing this year. Like, I'd be like, how am I gonna do this? You know, and it was just like, Tatiana, just chill out. You're gonna be good. So now I don't even stress. And I've gotten to the point where I don't stress. People be like, were you mad about this? Were you mad about that? I just be like, no, I'm hearing what you got to say. It's up to me whether or not I want to take what you're saying to me to heart. If I want it to take over me, and I just be like, okay. Because at the end of the day, like, you don't like it, somebody else may love it. I really don't.
Facts.
You know, care. So yeah,
I agree.
Just be chilling.
I don't stress.
You shouldn't stress. It's gonna kill you.
Exactly. I don't stress, and then I'm very good. Like I've mastered the art of not letting anything bother me. Like,
And does that bother people though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause people
I'm just trying to make sure I'm not the only one.
Cause people be trying to like get under my skin, but it's like
okay.
they're not gonna like.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Yeah, it really be killing us. Like,
Yeah.
especially like my ex. I used to kill her.
Just like, okay.
Cause you wanna go home. Like, okay. And that kills people too. Like, if people say something, I'd be like, okay. Or send a question mark. People be like talking crazy. I send a question mark.
I can understand though why they feel the way that they feel, especially if they just express themselves throughout a paragraph. They use a question mark. I'll never talk to you again. I'll never talk to you again. Only because I just feel like now that's disrespectful. Like, you know why I'm feeling this way, and you decide to say like question mark or okay.
Well, certain times, like a lot of times, I don't know.
You don't know what?
Why people be feeling like when people be coming, because people also like a lot of people are emotional. Emotionally unstable.
Okay.
I say that.
I'm emotional, but I'm not emotionally unstable.
When they be coming to me about certain stuff or certain stuff they think they know, I be confused. So I'll just say like, okay, question mark. Like, perfect example.
This is my last time on Eli's Viewpoint.
Really? Bro, relax, bro.
You would not. I'm just kidding though. But I mean, you just have to be gentle with different people, and it just seems like you're not.
I am gentle. I think I'm a very nice person. It's just like I don't tolerate no. I say this. If I think it's some bullshit, that's where it's like.
But it may be
right.
bullshit to you, but it may not be bullshit to that person that just came and was like, okay, this is why I'm feeling AYZ and I'm just so emotionally unstable about it. Like, how do you feel? And you just be like, okay.
But am I wrong for not wanting to hear that shit?
Are they your friends? Like, what?
Some people are my friends, but I don't want to hear that shit. Sometimes.
But we already established you an ass. Cause you like last
Cause
time
like,
you said you can fuck it with his mama died. So
I'm
I
not
would expect that from you.
I'm not Superman. Like, I can't solve
But I
all
mean,
your
you
problems.
can still
like,
be that person's confidant. You can be like, okay, I understand that you're feeling this way, but what can you do to get yourself out of this position? But it just seems like you just be like, okay.
No, I do. Like, I give them advice, but it's just like, it depends on the person because certain people, I've already told them, like, once I've already had that conversation with you about you putting yourself in dumbass situations, like, it's like, I already told you, like, how I felt about the shit. Like, I told you exactly what's gonna play, how it's gonna play out, what's gonna happen. It's like, Okay. Now what? Like, are you tired yet?
Did it beat your ass? Okay, I get it though. I get it. I understand it.
I do.
You know, eventually enough is enough now, bitch.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what I mean? What we said? That I be like, okay, bitch.
Nah, you be like, you dumbass bitch. That's how you be.
Cause sometimes people do be like,
You gotta be dead.
because now I feel like, you know, I get what you said. Like, I be like, okay, now if you still want to go out here and do the things that you already said that you don't want to do, and you know if you do this it's gonna lead you down this path, then you a stupid bitch.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get a shirt that says.
And I just be like, I'm gentle, but I also like, I'm not gonna be gentle like the whole ride. Like, if you don't get it when I'm gentle, like, I'm just gonna be like blunt about the shit. I'm just be like, look, this is what's going on. Like, or like, if I don't want to hear that, like, I don't want to hear it. Like, they don't know if I'm having a bad day. What if I'm having a bad day? Like, I don't want to hear that shit. Or what if I'm having so good of a day? Like, I don't want to hear your bullshit because you gonna mess up my day. Like,
look, don't be back there laughing, cause like, I mean, I get it. Okay, I understand it. I understand it.
I've been having a wonderful day. You ain't never had that situation where you was having a wonderful day and somebody put their problems on you trying to fuck up your
Now,
day.
I'm not. Now, listen. I have been put in those situations, but I'm also the type of person. It's like, if I give you my opinion and you choose to do something else, I'm to hell with it. Like, one year, I'm gonna tell a story. One of my friends, she was getting into it with her boyfriend, and you know, it was my birthday. We were at the fair or whatever the case may be, and her boyfriend was doing like wild stuff. So she was like, "Can I use your phone to do this?" Da, 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 da. I was like, no, because you're just gonna go back to him, and right now you're really ruining my mood. So figure it out. She had to figure that shit out without me. So her and my other friend, they was walking around trying to figure that shit out. I'm out here having the time of my life, getting on the ride. It's like, you're not about to do that to me. Exactly. Especially because you're going to go back to this nigga the next day. Like, no. And you know what the fuck she did? She went back to the nigga the next day. No, ma'am. And to this day, I would stand on it and be like, yep, I did. I didn't give a fuck. It is what it is. Stupid bitch.
Facts. Like, I support it. Like,
I don't let people do that to me. I don't allow that. Like, I'll be sad for a little bit or something. Like, if somebody tried to ruin it, like, cause I'm an emotional person, I'm gonna cry. But after that, I don't give a fuck. So, no, I don't let nothing like that get to me. So that's what I'm supposed to.
I don't let that get to me. Cause I be feeling like a lot of times people just, I feel like it be people who really, they just want to see you like break or something like that.
They want you to feel bad because they're feeling bad.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna feel bad because I'm like, and also I'm a solution-based person too. So like, it's also hard for me to deal with people who just want to dwell in shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to. I'm also the type of person, and that be my problem with a lot of people. Like, matter of fact, going on the conversation we was having yesterday about all the people that I've been cool with.
Mm-hmm. Wink, wink.
The problem with all those people is that they want to dwell in bullshit. But like when you try to come like with solutions and shit, they don't want no solution. They just want to dwell in their bullshit. They want to be.
Or some people just want things to happen like that without doing the work. So
that too. And it's like, well, it ain't no reason for us to be talking because it's like you just want to cry. You don't ever want to fix shit or move on to the next level. It's like, I don't want to be around this shit.
And you be like that. Eli's right again.
Yeah, like.
No, look, y'all laughing, but this man puts on the plate. Eli was right again. And have people take his picture. And when I seen that, I was like, wow. And he would smile with the plate. Like, Eli's right again. And I was like, wow. But hey, you know, that was the funniest thing, though, that I've seen.
I did have like 4 people.
I seen.
Yeah.
Well, I know I seen 2 out of the 4 then. So thank y'all using it, kid.
I should bring that back.
Right.
But that was just my example to them. Is like they don't listen. I did one. Well, when I first started it, it was first the. All right, you dumb again. You dumb the first time.
You put that on the plate?
No,
You're dumb?
no, I
Oh,
put-
okay.
Eli was right because I was like, look, so this is where like this whole situation's gonna go,
Mhm.
and he didn't believe me. So I was like, okay, so when this plays out exactly how I said it, I'm gonna need you to take a picture with this plate, and it's gonna say Eli was right. Happened the first time, but Eli was right. Happened the second time. That's where you get the Eli was right again. It's like, bro.
I was like, what? Not you got these people up here holding the plate. Like, it was the fact that he put it on the plate and they held the plate up and was like a mug shot. Like a whole mug shot. But I was like, okay, well, maybe something had happened and Eli was right again. But, yeah, I'm going to start doing that. Tati's right again. Stupid bitch. That's bad. But hey, you know.
That was actually part of our friend group. Well, what you say, my Tati friend group that I had once had. Yeah, that's the type of.
I did not say your friend group was.
That's the type of development.
I did not
we
say
had
your
going on
your
in my
friend group was toxic. But yeah, but I've never said it was toxic. Some individuals in there maybe have been toxic, but not the group.
Eli was right. Yeah, that was an error right there.
Such an ass. An whole ass.
Like that could have been like a whole like Dr. Phil episode. Like those Eli was right. Like that could have been a whole Dr. Phil. Like wow, look at you. We're still here. In the same business. But some people you gotta be like that with some people because people don't listen. I think that's the moral thing I learned about this year. It's 2 things I learned this year. Is people need to listen and people need to learn how to communicate.
And save your money. Save your
Oh yeah,
money.
Too. Yeah.
3 things.
Yeah, because
Don't nobody want nobody broke.
COVID gonna cripple you.
Nobody wants somebody broke.
That too. A lot of people. I got on my feet this year actually. Well, I was never like not bad, but I got on my feet this year. I saved a lot of money this year. Real estate has been doing amazing as of late. So, yeah.
I can imagine.
But yeah, save your money, guys. Like, learn. I see a lot of people. They be like living like it ain't no tomorrow when it comes to like this money that
They
they
would
spending.
get a check and blow it.
Yeah, like, I be scared to spend $200.
I won't spend it for myself, but I'll spend it on somebody else. Like, if I know that they need it, I would, but I wouldn't spend it on myself, which is bad. But I really don't need, I don't really need anything. I still have the iPhone 8. I mean,
Hey, you trap.
there's nothing wrong with it. It's working. There's no cracks.
Mine broke.
I still have it. So, and it's paid off. You can't beat that.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's actually why I still got my car because my car paid off.
You can't beat that. And all the phones do the same thing. No, sir. if my iPhone 6 would never like start moving slow, I'll still have it.
I think everybody should. I think everybody would be in a better financial position if they like all live below their means. Like I've been living below my means, and it's like the best thing ever.
Because half of the stuff that they go out here and get, they don't need it. They want it.
Right.
So just because you want it, don't mean you have to have it. But if you really need it, then go ahead.
And then they can't afford it either.
Like my credit card, my intake on credit cards, people be like, oh, credit cards is so bad for you. Credit cards is this. No. If you know what you're using it for, it helps you. Like my credit score went skyrocket because I only use it for gas and groceries. Can't beat that.
I need to utilize my credit, but I use I have to find something to use my credit for though, because like gas and groceries, I'd use that as a business expense. So I have to find some
Get us.
maybe like Netflix account or something.
Yeah, that could work because you still have to pay it off every month. So yeah, just don't forget about it, because then it's gonna start building interest on your stuff.
But see, also like another thing I learned too this year was like putting my checking account in the negatives. That's how I save a lot of money.
Explain.
Like I get a check, I break it down. I get like a real estate check or just any type of check and I break it down.
But you said you break it down and put it in the negatives? Like what?
Yeah, like I put like the bare minimum in my checking account. That's how
And everything. Somebody told me to live off of $200, so that's what I do. Like I save it. I pay my things that I need to pay, and then I'll take. Well, actually, I have $100 on my check-ins, and then I have $100 in cash. So I'll be like, okay, I only have $200 for 2 weeks. I'm still thriving off $20. Like $20 from last, but I'll be okay. I just eat.
I have no money in my checking account right now.
I'll be eating.
Like $1, like 6 cents.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put it in 000 and see how it goes.
Yeah, like my account stays in the negative.
I don't think you should keep it in the negative though. That's not bad.
Kick me out.
That's like overdraft.
What are you gonna do? Maybe pay them?
Yes, that's overdraft. It's gonna start building up.
Yeah.
No, are you gonna be alright? They gonna be alright.
Yeah.
They gonna be alright regardless. They're just gonna keep.
I'm straight. Like I'm like.
Cause the overdraft fee is what I don't like.
Maybe federal, they don't be really charging me. It just be like red. Like
they charging you.
Like Navy Federal, they don't charge an overdraft fee, but they'll let your card run. Like, so like if you already had a bill, you just have to pay that exact amount back. I've only had to pay that exact amount back. But I also live like check to check. Like, not in like a check to check like I'm down bad, but I live like, I get a check and I break everything down. Like I invest in crypto stocks or savings. So like, that's why like I don't be having no money. Like I have it, but I don't have it. I don't have it in my check.
I got you.
And I'd rather it be there than, cause also like when your money's sitting in a bank account, you're not earning no money. You're not making no money like just sitting there.
You're not.
Like you make a couple pennies a year.
Like 97 cents. Yeah. They're like, okay, you just put 97 cents in your account for what? It's just,
Yeah. So when I learned that, I was like, well, why not take this risk with crypto or stocks?
I'm trying to get into it, but I don't want to invest in we already had a discussion. Like, I don't want to invest in somebody else's business until I have mine exactly what I want it to be.
For sure. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem, I used to be the same way. The only problem I had though was like, it takes time to get a business to pop. Yeah. So it's like you putting in you putting in all this money, but it's like it's not coming back fast enough. Whereas, you know, you put in these stocks,
Yeah.
even if you lose like 200 of it, majority of that shit's still gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
Like it might fluctuate up and down, but it's still gonna be there. Versus, you know, when I buy all these supplies for my business, it might be a couple months before all that shit comes.
Yeah, yeah. But also, you know, like our businesses are different. Well, it just depends if people like my products and stuff. But it's harder for people who have like perfumes and clothing versus people who have like desserts and food. That's gonna always be consistently there.
That's one thing I wish I would have thought about before I got into the whole skincare aromatherapy thing, because it's not for everybody.
It's going though. I really love it.
Yeah, it's going, but it's like it's not for everybody.
It's just like you gotta be consistent.
That too, like it's
Very
a lot.
consistent. Like it's not. It could sell itself, but you have to still be on its neck. Like as far as like marketing,
Yeah,
advertising. It do
Right.
good though.
but yeah, I just been like, I'm glad like this year showed me that it's like, there's a lot of people that like see the stuff that I do.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you know, I used to like, I would make like 50 different videos on social media, ads, all that stuff. But I didn't know people was actually seeing my shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But now like this year, like it's been hundreds of people that come, they be like, or they don't even know me. They be like, hey, I seen your shit on Facebook. Like, they've seen me everywhere.
Mhm.
Now. Like, or they know that I do real estate. They know that I do the skincare. They know that I do essential oils. Like, but like a couple years ago, it's like,
Yeah.
dang, don't nobody see this shit.
Cause I've been wearing that
But they give me.
Elijah brand.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's day one customer for real.
Salute. I love it. I love all black people that has a hustle and just have a grind. Like you said, have a second income.
But also, another thing is like, I mastered the art of selling.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I can sell anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's another thing too, like with like the flea market and stuff, like, or just anybody who don't have a skill or anything, you can master the art of selling.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to the flea market and sell anything.
Because now my only thing is like, because I bake and I cook,
Right.
and I just be afraid of people like, oh, it's like, you know, it's nasty, but that's how I was before. But it's like now I just be like, okay, as long as I'm content with it and I feel like this is what's gonna make me pop, I'm not changing it for nobody. Yes, I may critique it a little bit, but if I feel like it's a A1 product, I'm not doing it. So like this year I went to the flea market a lot, and it was like crazy because a lot of people here in Pensacola that's like on your Facebook or on your social media, they don't really support you unless you're very known.
Right.
And that's what kills me, because I feel like if I have something that you really feel like is good, then why not support me? I would support you if the shit was on the other foot. But because I'm doing better, or you feel like I'm doing better, you're not gonna support me. But I went to the flea market this year, and it was like crazy to see like everybody was like, I've been looking for you, where you been?
They
That
tell
shit
me
is
that.
crazy.
Like
It's crazy.
I took months off from the flea market. A lot of people, they've been like, hey, like, you don't do the
Yeah.
shops anymore? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on? I be
When
like,
have
dang,
you
like,
been? And I was just like, about to cry, like, because it's something that I love. I'm passionate about it. I love like baking and
Yeah.
cooking, but baking has really been like my thing. So, yeah, flea market is just what it's at to me, and they don't know you, so they
like,
can't come
even
in
if
and
you
be like,
start of like, dang, you gonna make some money.
you're gonna make your money back.
For sure.
If not,
Yeah.
like, you're gonna double it.
Yeah. You gonna make that 20
You're gonna double it.
back for sure.
Cause I mean, I'm like my cupcakes are $3 set. I'm not changing it. I may go up depending, but I go based off the cupcake liner. And I'm like, well, ain't nobody finna pay $3.
Oh, I'm going up. Starting tonight at midnight. Oh, we going up.
To what? How much you gonna sell that for?
These?
That's like
Look,
$20, $25.
These are gonna
30.
be 30. These gonna be these, but that's also because these are like an exclusive. This is not for everybody.
But you just said you put it on the site.
No, I'm going to. Yeah, but it's gonna be like you know how people do drops.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, like this is probably like something. It's gonna be limited.
Mm-hmm. You can't limit it, persuasion. You can't limit that one.
Or like just they gotta get like you gotta be hot in the streets.
If you do what I said,
The glitter. Yeah.
because a lot of women are into like body, like that's a part of body art.
Yeah. I got you. I'm gonna take you up on that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it on hold.
Put my face on there and be like, that could be the face.
I was thinking of putting it on the face, but
That could be the face.
they was like, it's too much for the logo.
No, it's not.
Cause it's already like a lot of.
Something appealing, but I will buy it.
I got you.
I'll buy
Yeah,
it.
we gonna do it. But another thing I learned this year, going into next year, is that everything is not for everybody.
Yeah. I learned scared money don't make money.
Oh God. Oh God.
Scared money don't make no money. Cause I used to go out here and be like, hey man, I ain't finna be. But I made it back. Plus some, so I can't really be mad at it.
For sure. It's just a matter of going out there and like being willing to fail. I think that's the part that a lot of people don't want to do.
Me, I'm one of those.
They're willing to fail. Like,
I'm one of those. I am one of those. But like I said, I mastered that this year also. Like, my motto is, I am my own worst enemy.
Yeah.
So, I feel like I can't really be scared of nobody but myself. Like, I'm scared of my own potential. And because of that, I allow myself to be boxed in. And I've, like, told myself, 2022, I don't care.
that's me.
I don't care, like, if you're not pleased with it, somebody else is going to be pleased with it. As long as me, the creator, the art, the person behind the brand is happy, I don't care about what nobody else has to say. Like, as long as you're not getting sick or dying from it, you don't have to eat it. You don't have to, like, taste, like, you don't have to do nothing. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
I love it.
Me too. I'm proud of you, though. You did a good job. You've been working hard.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course.
I'm proud of you too.
Thank you.
When are you gonna do like vegan?
I do. Okay, so I started
I bought some stuff for you right now.
this year I transitioned into like
Cash App ready right now.
a better me. So I just stopped eating like red meat. Like I stopped eating meat, period, aside from seafood, but I rarely eat it. I only eat it when I'm craving it. But I started making like vegan meals, and it really blowed me how much like it's healthy and it still tastes like meat. So everything is happening this year. But I'm really focusing on Tati Sweets and Treats, and that's my bakery.
Okay.
So
I'm with it. Like, let me know like when you have your next.
I'm gonna probably be at the flea market next month. Actually, like I'm going to start going to the flea market every weekend to build my clientele.
That's what I'm.
Cause my to build my clientele, because consistency is key. As long as you have loyal customers, your business will always succeed. Period.
Facts. And I've been learning too. Like while I've been doing like the online thing for a while, I've been learning like the best. The best type of business is
face to face.
Face to face.
Because they can feel you. They get to understand who you are, what you represent, who you are at the core. Like,
Right.
things like that. Versus online, it's just like, this is my product. It's this amount of money, buy that. So
I spent entirely too much money on advertisement this year.
when you can be out here seeing people face to face, making them feel love through your product.
Right. I
Like,
could have had all that money, man. Right.
and people are willing to pay.
Oh God. And that's another thing
People
too.
are willing to pay.
About how people be bashing people on Facebook or they be bashing people on social media about their prices. It's like it's hard out here, like, bro, like.
Because things are going up. Butter going up, flour, sugar, eggs, chicken, like all of it. Because when I went to the flea market, I don't know the lady, and she came right consistently. Oh, $3, that's too high. And $3, you sure? I said, well, I have to have a profit. I also have to pay for the ingredients that you're about to consume. $3 is not even enough if you want to be honest. Strawberries are like $6 if you want a big pack.
Right.
Then I'm putting the strawberries on the top and inside. How about that next weekend she came back and paid for the cupcake, and then I didn't come back out that next weekend, and she was like, "Oh, all right, well, why you don't be here every weekend? $3 not so bad." I was like, if only she could read my mind. I was like, bitch, you stupid. I need a little thing. Bitch, you stupid. Like David Bella.
Oh, yeah.
You're stupid.
That's the one right there, actually.
You need one of them, like, shit, stupid. You stupid. But
I be telling people, inflation's real.
yes. And 2022, you're going to see it. That's why everybody should be out here saving their money. Everything, like gas is ridiculous. And I used to be like, damn, gas is $3. And people around me used to be like, not you worrying about gas.
For sure. Another thing is like that, it's gonna be crazy if we go on another lockdown. Like, the first COVID lockdown taught me that, like, a lot of people are not prepared for, like, if, like, a crisis or some shit go down. Like, they don't have, like, a savings account, like, for emergencies or nothing like that. No extra water, no tissue, and stuff like that.
Yep.
Like, that's dangerous.
Yep. I don't know. I would say I was blessed, like, to have a stable job during the pandemic, because we ended up doing like week on, week off, working like 2 days, still getting paid. So it wasn't like I was really missing nothing. But the thing that I would do differently was like, because I found out what I was passionate about doing it, but I would be like more consistent. Because I probably could have been in a different place if I would have just been like, fuck that job. Seriously though, and I think that's something that people have to realize too. Like, you have to make time for your future. You can't be putting all your energy into this job that's gonna replace you if you was to die today. They'll have somebody to cover your spot tomorrow.
I've noticed that that money aspect, like having a savings account is very essential. Like emergency savings though, like not like your like traditional savings account where you know, like if you fall short of bills, like that emergency fund. Like people need to have that separated.
See, now what I do, I keep it out of the bank though. Like I put.
Oh, you keep cash? I probably should do that. I don't keep no cash.
You should.
I don't got no cash.
You should.
At all.
You should. I keep mine in like a popcorn bucket. It's real big. And I dedicate like $25 to it every time I get paid, or whenever I just have money laying around. I'm like, okay, I need to put money inside this. Like, cause you will never be able to touch it, open it like nothing. Only way you're gonna be able to open it if you just do something like, I need my money. But most people just be like, it's non-existent, it's not there. So I feel like everybody should do that, or vote. So that way, you know.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give me a piggy bank.
Look. I just influence you to do something.
I don't carry no cash at all.
And I didn't either, but you a lot of people don't accept like cards, and you can like, or the machine to be down and you just ask out, like you gotta get some gas and you don't have no cash, you don't have no ATM, like you just, what you gonna do? So you gotta keep at least $50.
Yeah, you're right.
I was told to keep at least $50 mixed up. So that's what I do. Like I get $50 mixed up. Like ones, 10s, 20s, whatever. Nothing too major.
But that's pretty much it for me. You got anything you want to tell them as far as going into 2022?
Prepare yourselves. That's all I can say. Is prepare yourselves for whatever's about to happen, because something's about to happen. A transition is about to happen, and a lot of people who's just been out here bumming around and not being
around.
like seriously, like that's out here bumming around and not being useful with their time, because the world has really been on lockdown for like 3 years now, 2 years. What is it?
Yeah.
So you've had enough time to mentally prepare yourself for whatever may come. So if you're not prepared, then that's on you.
I feel great though. Like, I'm thankful for COVID, because if COVID didn't happen, I probably wouldn't be where I am today.
Right.
Like, as on point and like more aware, like aware health wise now. Like,
and you get to see like where you are health wise, like compared to other people. It'd be like crazy, because when I be like Elijah, when I be at work, people be like, Tati, I need to get the shot. So and so just died, and I be like, so what was so and so doing? How are they living? Did they have high blood pressure? Were they taking the time out to heal themselves? No, but they still should have got the shot. I'm not getting it because you feel as though I need it because you got it and you feel like it's gonna save my life. People that has the shot now are still dying. If anything, they're dying before the people who's not vaccinated. So
I feel you.
It's stupid.
But just being prepared, like, COVID taught me a lot. Like, just being prepared money-wise. Like, it taught me, like, to just not do dumb shit just because I can. Like,
because you want it.
Exactly. Like, don't spend no $2,000 on bullshit when
you really can't afford it.
Yeah.
Impulse buying.
Right.
And we learned that in high school. If you know, you had the Power Fours, you had Mr. Legacy. Impulse buying. That's the number one thing in living above your means.
That too.
I feel like if you have like a $200,000 house, get you a little nice little Kia, nice little stuff like that. Like,
also y'all, get y'all a house. Well, if you can, get you a house before you decide to finance a brand new car. Cause you just try to finance a brand new car, that can mess you up. If you trying to get home buyer's assistant, that can mess you up crazy. Like, just depending on who you are. I have somebody going through that right now where they can't get no assistance.
And then you have to think about the debt to income ratio of buying a house. It's a lot. It's crazy though, but it's a.
And you gotta make sure your money right too. Like,
and you gotta have a consistent job. You can't go out here just buying stuff. So it's like it teaches you discipline.
Please pay your taxes too. Please.
And I don't know. Like,
yeah. Matter of fact, speaking of real estate, actually at the beginning of the year, I am doing a first time home buyer webinar. Basically going over all the steps that one needs to take to get ready or get prepared, or what they need to do if they are ready to buy a house. I'm going over like how much money you need saved up, the specific cost of your down payment, your closing costs. I'm going over appraisal. I'm going over your survey. I'm going over everything, and it's gonna be for free.
And everything you need to keep that house afloat, because a house is different from an apartment. Apartment complexes, they fix those things. When you get a house, all that comes out of your pocket.
Right.
So I feel like everybody who's not aware of the home buying industry should definitely come out. So,
right, and it's also like, it's not for everybody. Like, people, like, seriously, in 2022, a lot of people need to be realistic with themselves and work at their own pace. You might not be able to buy a house in 2022, but you might be able to in 2023. But don't, like, get your tax money and just think,
I'm gonna go get a house.
I'm gonna go get a house.
And what people fail to realize is it's a loan too.
Yeah.
So you have to pay off that loan before you even, unless you're paying out in cash. We have some people out here that's big balling, period.
Out,
but seriously though, like, it's a loan and it's a long-term commitment. So if you're not ready to commit, then don't even put yourself in that position to, you know,
Right.
take up your future, period.
Right, and just with that, make sure, and also just like if you're working with an agent, trust your agent. Preferably me. Like,
Elijah
if you working with me, like I'm gonna make. We gonna make
Elijah
sure
Alexander Dash.
the Dems team. We gonna make sure you straight. We ain't gonna let nobody take advantage of you. We not gonna let nobody run over you. We not gonna let you move into.
Can I just like come see houses just cause? Or I have to be
No.
like about to buy a house?
Yeah, bye.
No.
I mean, for you, I'll do it, but
Okay.
no, like I'm not. This is not wasting my time. Like that's another thing. Like, so I don't work with people who are not. I don't work with people who are not pre-approved.
Yeah, that's a waste of time.
Yeah, if you're not pre-approved, like you don't got.
You're an ass, man. Okay, but I feel that though. I feel that. That's just like having a deposit. You ain't got a deposit, you're nothing done. So I feel that.
I mean, I might take a meeting with you if you don't got a pre-approved. I can get you pre-approved, but if you're not even in a position or if your credit not a certain number, I'm not even.
And that's another thing too. If anything, try to get your credit score to at least 730 or even hit the 700s. Credit is your life. Without credit, you don't exist.
Right. Especially in like this real estate shit.
And I feel like that's important for all of the millennials. Get your credit up so you can be able to get that car without a cosigner. Get that house. You know, get whatever you desire without having to go through people.
My credit is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the cosign, credit, I'm touching over all of that, and that's actually like within the probably 2 weeks. Gonna be doing a very
Where do you know the location or that's still
no,
working?
it's gonna be a webinar.
Oh, okay, webinar.
If I was gonna do a physical, it's gonna be here.
I would do it physical too. No, I mean because
I
not
don't
everybody,
know if people gonna come though. That's the
you
thing.
just gotta bet your money on it though.
Yeah, you're right. Well, actually, I could probably.
You
do the
could.
webinar.
It's a lot of people out here that's not like older people that's not into computers. That's not all of that. So that would be good. Have you some refreshments.
I do it in person and do it like live.
Yeah.
Like I do
That'd be
like
good.
presentations.
Have your presentation. Have you a slide.
Matter of fact,
I got you. Look. I'm here for a reason.
For sure.
I got you.
Well, yeah, y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be a very good event. I just talked to the guys, and that'd be a great idea actually.
You're welcome.
I might bring my whole team out.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, so y'all be on the lookout for that. First time home buyers in-depth webinar class, exclusively by me, giving y'all the ins and out of the home buying process. That way you guys are not walking into something prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Also, be on the lookout for these new scents that are about to drop on my website. My website is currently shut down right now. We'll be back open tomorrow. But other than that, I'm still doing everything tech in 2022. I'm trying to get a position at Shopify.
What's that?
It's a software platform. Like it's a software platform that holds a lot of people's businesses.
Mm.
Like
That'd be good.
Shopify is like e-commerce. You know, like all the people have e-commerce websites.
Mm-hmm.
Shopify. It's like Amazon.
That'd be good.
It's like everybody has their own storefront. That's what my website is built with, Shopify.
I have Square.
Square's cool too.
It's all right.
Yeah. But I mean, if you want that real,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's all right
I get you right.
to be
I'm
to start up. But I'm gonna hit you up though, cause 2022 we taking over.
For sure.
Period. Look, I'm tired of working. I'm tired of working. Tired of working 8 to 5. Can't do it. I want to be on my own time. I want to be able to say, no, I don't want to come in today. I'm the boss. Gotta come in today.
Even though like I'm currently like not working.
You're still
9 to
working.
9 to 5, like I find myself like not ever taking no breaks. Like when you have like your, like I take my like vacation days, but it's like when you have your own business or something, like you're not really not working.
I mean, I get that. So I'm just saying, like, I'd rather be putting my time and energy into
yourself.
Yes,
Yeah,
instead of
sense.
going here, clocking in and listen to somebody tell me when I can or cannot go on vacation or be sick.
That makes sense.
Like yeah, like I've been dealing with, like, they would literally come to me and be like, "You've been sick for too many days." First off, I've been here the whole damn pandemic.
But also,
That
I'm the
shit
type of
knows
person,
me.
even if I'm working 9 to 5, I'm the type of person, like, if I'm sick and you tell me I can't take off, I'm taking off anyway.
Right.
Like, I'm
I
going,
go
like,
to the doctor, period. You're gonna fire me? I have the doctor's note, so we can go toe for toe. Because it's not like I'm just out here not coming to work. Like, I really be sick. So my argument be, just say you want me to come to work sick, and I will. And get everybody sick.
For sure.
So,
Yeah. I hope you guys like this episode. It's the last episode of the year. Happy New Year. Be safe.
don't forget to shop with your local African American brands.
For sure.
We have the Alexander brand, and we have Style Evolving Life Forever. We have Tati Sweets and Treats.
Right, and
We're chilling.
also be sure to keep following us, Eli Viewpoint, taking this to the next level. We're gonna be consistent.
Yeah, we trying to see David Banner. Period.
Yeah, we trying to see David Banner, like, for real.
That's who I want to see. I want to see David Banner and Monique. That's it. That's not it, but those my top two. David Banner and Monique. I feel like we can make it happen.
For sure. I definitely want to see David Banner. I want to see Joe Budden. I want to meet Kevin Samuels.
Joe Budden, he just be sick crisscross applesauce. He's unbothered.
Yeah. But see,
He's
that was what pissed people off, is his being unbothered.
He's
Did
unbothered
you
whatsoever.
see when his wife was going off on him? And he was sitting crisscross applesauce.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Like, he was unbothered. And I think he was like, "Are you done?" He was like, Are you done? Like, I was like, but what you mean am I done?
That's me though.
It is.
That's me.
It is. But I can tolerate you. I just, cause you know, when I'm done with Eli, I just be like, okay, you're not gonna hear from me because I need a minute away from you and your foolishness.
That's me. And then ended off with, "Okay, are you done?"
Now you ain't never did that to me.
Question mark.
I pull up. What? Okay, what? No, okay.
But yeah, this has been Eli's Viewpoint. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year. He's chilling. Okay.
All freestyle, nothing rehearsed.
We don't never rehearse, so. Because half of the stuff you was like pissing me off, so it can't be rehearsed. I gotta go find some.
Glitter.
You have to find.
Are there any stores like
It ain't Christmas.
Yeah, there gonna be some stores open still and stuff. It ain't like Christmas.
Yeah. They gonna close for New Year's. If anything, they stay open longer.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, that truck came back. We don't got no headlight for it, so do we use the card or do we just get some out the door? We go to O'Reilly's to get a part, or
It's going back out tonight.
yeah, or just put them in a 15-foot.
Do we have a 15-foot they can get in?
I mean, they're gonna pick it up under 24 hour
Yeah, put them in the 15 for the same price. So y'all ain't gotta, somebody gotta run all the way up
Bitcoin
around
drop back to 20
headlight and all that stuff. We do that in the next day. Yeah, if we got a 15 and give them the 15. All right.
I like how when I do my shows, that's when people want to call me the most. And like literally blow my phone up.
Do you? I edit this and send it to you.